right, let's do this. Yes, okay, we're recording. Cool. All right, so this is my video assignment. I'm in my car. I'm at UCR. I'm waiting for Jason so I can go work out because he sneaks me into the gym. That's great. But anyways, I have the questions down here in my binder. Yeah. So for question one of the biggest skills I do want to work on this season is gonna be just like, or it's a combination of three things. I want to be a lot more humbler, right? Like, I don't want any ego, or like obviously there's gonna be a little bit of like, yeah, dark sky type deal, but I kind of really want to like be pretty, like, humility is the word I'm looking for, but I don't know how to use it. I want to get better at that, and just like not be so like dickish. Yeah, so like that's one thing I do, like I really want to like kind of hammer home this season, especially because last year it was a lot of like, pardon my language, but like a lot of just like a dick measuring contest, bro, of just like who had the biggest shit. Like, it was so annoying, and I really want this season to just be like super chill and all that stuff. Another quality I do want to work on is like my social skills, specifically my social battery. After a certain amount of time, I just kind of, and that's not really something I've been able to really work on too much. I get nervous socially pretty quickly sometimes, and like even with people I'm comfortable with, if like sometimes I just shut down, and it's not like a tired thing. It's literally just like a social battery type deal, and I want to get better at that. I want to be able to just like stay in the moment for way longer than like usual. And another quality is like a good example. Like, I want to be a good example for people, like whether it's in my section or for anyone else in the ensemble. As a vet, I obviously have like some like power over culture, and it's gonna be really important to me that like I use that power well. So I just really want to like be a pillar in Dark Sky. Not as like, I already talked to Kefi and all them about it, but even if I don't get a title of section leader, I still want to be a pillar to everyone in the ensemble. I still want to be someone that people look up to, and like I want people to be like, oh, like, how do you do this? Look at him. Like, hey, like, we're all tired and so is he, but he's still going, Like, I really want to be a good example this season, and I really want to push myself this season and like grow as a person, like more, with all the things I was talking about, so that I can just really, become a better version of me. And my goal, or my two main goals, sorry, I immediately thought of a stupid meme. My two main goals is, one, I want to become a better human. I want to become a better human being. Not to say that I'm a bad one, but I definitely know I have my faults just like everyone else, and I want to get better at just like minimizing those things. There's no such thing as perfection, so like me trying to be perfect is not possible, but just being really solid consistently is really what I'm aiming for. And the second thing is, my second goal is I want to make Dark Sky a home. As I'll be speaking a lot about my past experiences at Dark Sky for this, and my bad if I get a little emotional, I have to start looking away because it gets a little bit difficult to talk about. But last year didn't feel like home. At Dark Sky, I definitely felt unwelcoming, especially being like the youngest one. I had never done indoor, like in any type of scope before, or like at this level, and coming here, I felt like I shouldn't have been there, like I knew with multiple talks with a lot of staff members, bless up all the base staff last season, it was really discouraging, and I don't want that this year. Like, I really want Dark Sky to be people's home. I understand that we might not be a top 3 ensemble, but I still want to be just like a top ensemble when it comes to just culture, when it comes to just like home, the feeling of just like welcoming and all that stuff. I really want Dark Sky to be that place for people, because it was for a lot of people in seasons before. It's a lot of like vets that I've talked to where Dark Sky was their home, and for some reason it just wasn't really that last year. And I want to just I want to make it that again. Like, obviously it's not just me. I'm not just gonna be like, I hold all the power type deal, but I know I have some influence on that, and I really want Dark Sky to be a home for everyone. I want the baseline to like fucking hang out, you know, like no beef, all that stuff. Like, I really want Dark Sky to be a home, because it was my home when it came to staff. A lot of the staff members, I look up to them. I still look up to like Adrian, Malco, Kefi, Mike Dow, Alan, all these, like all the staff. That was my home, the staff. But when it came to the members and the ensemble, it really wasn't. With exceptions, obviously, but like I want it to be home for everyone. Moving on. What is the best way I learn? I learn best visually. If you like audibly tell me something, I will probably not understand it. But like if you show me, I'll understand it. Sometimes I don't. And that's just me. Like, it's usually when I see something I've never seen before and I can't really catch on that quickly because I'm still trying to figure it out in my head. But visually is a huge thing. And then the other one is a little bit more like audibly, but in the sense like you can't tell me, oh, play ditto here and this here. More like if you sing the part, if you sing the part to me, you're like, oh, you're on the taka 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 right there, and I was like, oh shit, I got you. And I don't know where I'm at. But I'm not really good when it comes to like just reading instructions and then playing it. That's not really something I'm good at. Kinesthetically, like all that stuff, I think that's visual too, technically. I don't know. Or technically that's hands-on as well. But mostly like when it comes to just learning stuff, visual is like what I'm best at. What's best for me. Excuse me. Drum skills that I want to improve. There's a lot. Oh my god, there's a lot. There's a whole but to like generalize a lot of like the issues I have, or I'll speak on my weaknesses and then I'll say exactly what I want to improve on. A lot of my weaknesses come from, I think, two very distinctive things. One, my chops are horrific. I think I'm very okay. I have a very solid understanding when it comes to like basics. But when it comes to like just like hybrids and stuff like that, I'm it's bad. It's pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then the other one is getting lost in the sauce. That's another thing that I have. If I start feeling a groove, bro, I'm gone, bro. If I start feeling the groove, I'm gone. Because once I start feeling a groove, I kind of get lost in the sauce. And then once I get lost in the sauce, I stop locking in. So that's something I kind of just have to, I also want to work on. So the really big thing I really want to improve on, Kefi's talked to me about it, is chops. Like learning some more snare parts and all these things, and just kind of like being able to play them well, with good technique. I've been starting that process of learning Flamus, and I'm starting to add the diddles to it really fucking slowly. And then like I'm also trying to fix my rolls. When I get faster, I can't stroke out everything, and I'm used to that being on bass 5. So not being able to stroke out everything murders me, because I like having all that control. When you're really fast, you don't get to have as much control. You just kind of have to like trust that you know how much pressure to put in. At least that's the way I've been doing it. If I'm wrong, tell me. But that's kind of like just like a lot of that is just my struggles, and like hopefully that's something I get better at. And then one thing I did realize when I drummed is that because I also do marimba, my technique's not strictly like bass drumming. I have a little bit of a hybrid. I do add some rotation when I play, and my pathway is still straight, but when I play, I definitely have like a weird pathway. So I can't just do that. I have to like do this kind of like weird shit. I don't know how to explain it, but it works well for me. If it changes, it changes. But that's something I did realize, is that because I play marimba and that's all this shit, I started kind of like adding that into my drumming. And then what am I excited for in this season? I'm excited that like this season feels different. If I'm being like, this season already feels different. It feels nice. You know what I mean? Like, it feels exciting. I can't really explain it, but I'm pretty sure you understand what I mean. Whoever's watching this, if anyone watches this, I'm just really excited because already it feels nice. If like, I don't dread coming to Dark Sky. Like, I'm excited for Sunday. That wasn't the case a lot of last season. I fucking hated going to Dark Sky. I went and like I'd be having like so much anxiety on the way there. I'd be like, fuck, I have to do this shit again. This season I really feel excited to go. Like, I'm excited to go to rehearsal. I'm excited to play with all the basses and all the quads, everyone. Like, I'm really excited for this season because it just feels like we all understand what happened last year, and or at least the vets do, and staff obviously. We all understand what happened last year, and I feel like every single one of us has just decided that we don't want to do that bullshit again. And like, that's not just like a staff thing, but like members as well. And like, just the vibe already feels so much better and so much more homey, you know? And I'm just excited to like finally get to drum and not worry about getting yelled at or being disrespected or all these other things for things that are out of my control. If I get my ass kicked because my dumb ass didn't learn a part, that's fair. That's fair as fuck. Or if I'm chowing reps that I should be good on, that's fair as fuck. But if I'm like existing and I get shit on, that sucks, and that's not fair. But I'm excited because I feel like that's not going to be a problem. I feel like I won't get shit on, and I feel like many other people won't get shit on for like living, and like that's gonna be really fucking cool. But yeah, and the last thing is that I'm just like, I'm ready to crank with all, if the bases are watching, pardon my language, I'm ready to crank with all you motherfuckers. Like, I'm so fucking happy with who made it, and I'm just so excited with what we get to do this season. I already want to play the bass etude. I already want to play Dark Sky. Like, oh, everything's gonna be it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a dope season. I'm really excited. That's basically all I got. Yeah.